yeah, this is a new segment I'd like to call Movies That I've Seen, but I don't remember the title. So, yeah, basically, I'm going to tell a story of a movie that I saw as a kid or a long time ago, and you can guess what the movie is. So, the movie starts with some kind of power grid, and you see the readings going all crazy, like, and then you see a power line going to some random town, and then the next scene, you see a couple moving into town for the first time, and they see that it's a nice place and all this stuff. And the first thing I remember was this old dude on the balcony. You know the dude, like kind of like what you saw in Pet Cemetery, and he's like, "Beware the electricity" or something like that. It was kind of funny. And then the next two scenes I remember is the dude was in the basement of his new house, probably just exploring some stuff, whatever. And all of a sudden, his skill saw just turns on, or a skill saw on the table just turns on. I don't know how that works because it's, physical button, but whatever. And then he doesn't react, which I found weird. Right, the first thing I would do would be to just freak out and like, holy crap, and then I would just unplug the skill saw. But whatever, he just stares at something, and then the skill saw grabs a nut or a bolt and just flings it at his forehead. And he gets knocked out. The next thing I remember is the woman. She's going in the shower, and she closes the door to the shower. So it's kind of stuck there, so she just forced it in there. And then whatever entity that was in the house or in the power grid decides to boil up the water really hot, and she gets scolded. Which, again, it was the most ridiculous thing I've seen in a while. Uh, she just crumbles on the floor, and she can't reach the door, she can't reach the handle, and she screams out, and then the husband comes in at the last minute, stuff like that. Now, I don't know how normal people do their shower thing, but whenever I sense the water getting really hot, I usually just, you know, toss it aside, like, like that, or just get under the shower head, where the water doesn't flow. Whatever. The ending is yeah, right. The ending. It's the dude. He comes out of the house with an axe, all pissed off, right? And he just starts to hack the post, the electrical post. And then you see all the other people in town just coming out, or coming out of their houses, and they're all cheering for that guy to just cut down that post. And that's how the movie ends. Yeah. So I don't remember the title. I just remember how ridiculous it was. There you go.